You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Let's talk about some, what we like to call the drama. Talk about some drama that's going on with the Baltimore Ravens right now, because we got one of their wide receivers that went out there today and decided to do a verbal drive-by on their general manager. General manager went out there. Of course, general managers talk at the scouting combine. Personally speaking, that's what interests me the most, because trades happen. Free agent signings happen as early as the scouting combine, especially trades. But you get a lot of good little tidbits. By the way, Leonard Fournette, Buffalo Bill, it looks like. Looks like he may become a Bill. Of course, nothing that happens here will start until the league year, and all of that could change. But we've got a player for the Ravens, a wide receiver, and when the general manager decided to sort of talk about the wide receiving corps not living up to expectations, the wide receiver decided to stomp a mud hole verbally in his general manager's ass. Now, look, I've got to be real here. I pulled up this guy's stats, and I was like, oh, surely to God, he's really shown his ass. Well, no, he hasn't. He hasn't, by the way, but he's saying don't blame us, the actual wide receivers. And I have not watched this guy's tape. I don't know what. I saw him a few times last year. Like, I watched Red Zone, so I did see the kid play, but, I didn't see every snap he took. I don't know how his separation is from defensive backs at all, frankly. And, of course, I don't know if he's trying to defend Lamar Jackson here or what he's doing. This is Fox News. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Rashod Bateman took a shot at general manager Eric DeCosta on Thursday for comments the front office executive made at the NFL scouting combine. DeCosta was asked about the organization drafting the right wide receivers as he took over the role in 2019. Quote, there have been some guys that have been successful for us that were draft picks, DeCosta said Wednesday via the Blue Wire Pod's podcast host Sarah Ellison. We've never really hit on that all-pro type guy, which is disappointing, but it's not for a lack of effort. It's one of those anomalies that you really can't explain other than to say we're not going to stop trying. I guess he's throwing it out there. We're going to keep drafting wide receivers. Here it is right here. We're going to keep swinging. And hopefully at one of these points, we're going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Bateman was a first-round pick in 2021, but has only played 18 games since then. Tylan Wallace was a fourth-round pick, but he has not made an indent on the offense. Devin Duvernay was an all-pro on special teams, as he was a third-round pick in 2020. James Proche was a sixth-round pick in 2020, has 25 catches for 278 yards in his career. Their 2020 picks, Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. Of course, he's with the Cardinals. Miles Boykin, no longer on the team. God, Boykin was a stud in college. Bateman fired off his own take on the Ravens wide receiver situation, saying the blame should not be put on the wide receiving core or Lamar Jackson. Well, who's left? I guess we're going to blame this on the offensive coordinator? What's going on here? Quote, how about you play to your players' strength and stop pointing the finger at us and number 8. Blame the one you let do this. We take heat 24/7 and keep us healthy. Care about us and see what happens. Ain't no promises, though. Tired of y'all lying and capping on players for no reason, Bateman tweeted. The former Minnesota standout later deleted the tweet. I got to tell you, if I'm being honest, I'd run his ass straight out of town. Baltimore has a high-powered offense behind Jackson's ability to run and throw the football. Brown was the last wide receiver who recorded more than 1,000 yards receiving in a single season, but he was traded to the Cardinals before the start of the 2022 season. Before that, it was Mike Wallace who's had 72 catches for 1,017 yards. Mike Wallace, good God, that's been a minute. Mark Andrews eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark as tight end in 2021 as well. Baltimore will have decisions to make in regards to plenty of players, the most important being re-signing Jackson. He did say they're still interested in re-signing Jackson, and of course, that is somebody we do a lot of videos on this channel. And there's a lot of speculation about the fact that he may get the non-exclusive franchise tag, and then he may end up getting shipped out of town. Very possible. More and more insiders are speculating that he may not make it through the offseason with the Ravens. That's looking like more and more of a possibility. I still wonder if Atlanta is not going to swoop in there for Lamar Jackson. But let's get to this receiver, because he's out here running his mouth. So I thought I'd pull his stats up, because I thought he was really going to be out here balling. 46 catches his rookie year, 515, 1 touchdown, 11 yards per reception. So 46 receptions, that's not bad for a rookie. It's not. That yards per reception, 11, leaves something to be desired. But then we come to this year. He started 5 games, had 15 catches, 285 yards. The yards per reception went up to 19 and 2 touchdowns. So let me get this straight. Is he blaming the general manager and the coaching staff? I would assume he's trying to throw blame at Greg Roman, John Harbaugh, Eric DeCosta. By the way, Eric DeCosta is the one that drafted you and gave you a chance as a first-round pick. I mean, it's crazy. At what point do these NFL teams start stirring their back in the direction of running disciplined franchises where they just simply don't take crap like this off of players? You would never hear a player go after a GM. Not only that, look, the last time I can remember a wide receiver really causing a bunch of trouble, 2 times. Stephon Diggs, he's an all-world wide receiver that can go out and show his ass each and every Sunday that he plays. The other one, Terrell Owens, a Hall of Famer, should have been a first ballot. You want to talk about showing your ass, top 5 wide receiver of all time. And even then, it was so frowned upon by different organizations, they still ran T.O.'s ass out of town. Think about that. And this guy can't even stay on the field. And he's taking shots at people like maybe his injury problems is somebody's problem on the staff. I know they just ran a strength coach out of town, but what has that got to do with anything? Stay healthy, work hard, do what you're supposed to do, and you will figure it out. Now, some could argue maybe you need a quarterback that throws the ball a little more. That could be a thing. And you've got yourself a new offensive coordinator. So, Rashod Bateman, if you somehow, some way, make it through the offseason without getting traded somewhere for a ham sandwich. Ham sandwich got a higher IQ, possibly? I don't know. Wouldn't put no cheese on that ham sandwich. Just ham sandwich. Plain white bread. Yeah. I'm not giving him the "you've got cheese" label. You're not worth giving up the cheese. Wow, it's unbelievable, man. These guys, there are so many character issues in the NFL. It is unbelievable. At least wait and see what might happen with Todd Monken before you go out there and run your mouth. Because what happens as you're defending Lamar Jackson? What happens if we find out he's actually the problem? You going to start sniping your star quarterback? Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. If it was me, personally speaking, you would hit the bricks. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.